Have you ever wondered what would happen if the most powerful Viltrumite, the Grand Regent Thragg, clashed with Earth's greatest protector, the Man of Steel, Superman? So 2 days ago I posted a poll asking you who would win in a fight, Hulk, Thragg, Superman, or Tung Tung Sahar. Now, obviously, Tung Tung was just a joke, he's a meme from Italy, but I noticed that a lot of you voted for Thragg, claiming he could beat even Superman. And that caught my attention, because while Thragg is absolutely brutal, powerful, and dominant in his own universe, the question is, can he really defeat Superman? Today, we're going to break this battle down fully, so get ready as we compare their origins, their strength, their speed, their intelligence, and more. And in the end, I'll give you my answer to who actually wins this fight. Thragg is one of the most terrifying and accomplished warriors in the Invincible universe, created by Robert Kirkman. He's not just a high-level soldier, he is the Grand Regent of the Viltrumite Empire, meaning he was the supreme leader of a race already known for its unmatched power, brutality, and conquest. The Viltrumites are a genetically engineered warrior race. Thousands of years ago, they culled their own population, leaving only the strongest alive. The weak were killed off. This horrifying survival of the fittest mentality created a civilization where strength, domination, and conquest were the only values. Thragg, born and bred in this environment, was genetically perfect. He was trained by the greatest minds and warriors the Viltrumites had to offer. He wasn't just a fighter, he was a genius, a strategist, a monarch, and the embodiment of Viltrumite perfection. After the fall of the original Viltrumite king, Thragg was chosen by the Council of Elders to lead the race forward. His rule was not just political, but brutally militant. He carried out invasions across galaxies, exterminated races that resisted, and fought like a god on the battlefield. His strength alone was enough to subjugate planets, but his intelligence and cruelty made him a truly terrifying leader. Even among Viltrumites, Thragg was a legend, but it wasn't just about leadership. Thragg is perhaps best known for his epic battle with Omni-Man, and later, Invincible, both of whom he defeated brutally. He ripped through Mark Grayson and Nolan like they were toys. Even when faced with multiple opponents, including Mark's half-brother and the coalition of planets, Thragg fought for hours without tiring. His final battle, covered in blood, fighting Invincible above the sun, showed not just his resilience but his monstrous capacity for violence. Now let's talk about Superman, the most iconic superhero in all of fiction. Created in 1938 by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, Superman is the last son of Krypton, a planet that was destroyed due to internal collapse. His real name is Kal-El, and he was sent to Earth as a baby by his parents, Jor-El and Lara, just moments before Krypton exploded. Raised by Jonathan and Martha Kent in Smallville, Kansas, Clark Kent grew up with strong moral values, compassion, responsibility, and a belief in justice. But as he matured, Clark discovered that Earth's yellow sun gave him incredible powers. Flight, super strength, heat vision, X-ray vision, invulnerability, super speed, and more. As Superman, he became the guardian of Metropolis and the protector of Earth. Unlike Thragg, who was born into a brutal race that glorified violence, Superman was raised with humanity. He learned to use his powers for good, not domination. His greatest power isn't just his strength, but his heart, his mind, and his undying hope in humanity. He represents the ideal of what mankind could be. Over the decades, Superman has faced cosmic-level threats, Darkseid, Doomsday, Brainiac, and even multiversal crises. He's fought gods, survived black holes, resisted reality manipulation, and even overpowered time itself in some versions. In All-Star Superman, he literally moved the sun, and in 1,000,000, he transcended the physical form. There are versions of Superman so powerful they collapse stars with a sneeze. But even at his core, in mainline comics, Superman is often described as having limitless potential, limited only by his emotions and morality. While Thragg is a perfect warrior, Superman is a perfect balance, powerful enough to destroy worlds, but noble enough to inspire them. Let's talk raw strength, starting with Thragg. Thragg has performed insane feats of power. He fought both Omni-Man and Invincible at the same time, two of the strongest Viltrumites alive, and overwhelmed them both. He tore through thousands of alien ships, killed hundreds of resistance fighters, and even battled Invincible while flying into the sun. His punches can crack the crust of planets, and he has no known physical limit in his own universe. He doesn't tire easily, he heals rapidly, and his endurance is monstrous. It took Mark attacking Thragg with sun-charged fists just to even injure him properly. Now for Superman. The guy bench-pressed the weight of the Earth for 5 days straight in New 52. Without food or sunlight. He pulled an entire galaxy in Superman strength. He moved the Book of Infinity, which contains all knowledge ever, and lifted the Spectre's divine tower in JLA. In All-Star Superman, he carried 200 quintillion tons effortlessly. His strength is consistently shown as beyond measure. He literally holds black holes in his hands, so yes, Thragg is insanely strong. But Superman exists in a tier beyond that. While Thragg is peak in his universe, Superman is a multiversal threat, depending on the version. Now let's talk speed. Thragg is fast, like, very fast. He crosses planetary distances in seconds, dodges laser blasts, and fights multiple opponents at once. His combat speed is fast enough to keep up with Viltrumites in full battle rage, which means reacting at speeds possibly approaching light. He moved from one side of the solar system to another in a matter of minutes, and in combat, he can blitz even the strongest warriors. But Superman operates on a whole other level. He has been clocked moving faster than light, reacting in attoseconds, which is a billionth of a second. He has outraced the Flash, kept up with reverse time, and moved so fast that time literally stood still. In space, he can travel from galaxy to galaxy in minutes, and on Earth, he moves faster than the human eye can even register. In combat, Superman has been shown to fight enemies in nanoseconds, dodge beams from gods, and even move through alternate realities by flying fast enough. So while Thragg is hypersonic to relativistic, Superman is straight up faster than light, both in travel and reaction. Intelligence is often overlooked in power scaling, but it matters. Thragg is no fool. He was trained by the best minds in the Viltrumite Empire. He's a master of strategy, hand-to-hand combat, and galactic warfare. He ran an empire efficiently, organized planetary invasions, and even manipulated entire alien races. He's a military genius with thousands of years of experience, but Superman is also incredibly intelligent. He isn't just a powerhouse, he's a scientist, a tactician, and a genius. In many versions, Superman is fluent in hundreds of languages, capable of processing complex mathematical equations in microseconds. He built advanced technology in the Fortress of Solitude. Communicates with AI, time travelers, and aliens regularly. In All-Star Superman, he creates a miniature sun. He has matched wits with Lex Luthor, Brainiac, and other hyper-intelligent foes, often outsmarting them through science and empathy combined. Thragg is a brutal tactician. But Superman is a genius who combines science, morality, and strategy, which gives him the edge. Thragg's full power set includes flight, enhanced strength, insane durability, near immortality, rapid healing, and combat mastery. He doesn't have energy projection or X-ray vision, but his power is physical dominance. Superman, on the other hand, has flight, super strength, invulnerability, heat vision, freeze breath, X-ray vision, microscopic and telescopic vision, healing factor, super hearing, solar energy absorption, and sometimes even telepathy and dimensional travel depending on the version. Simply put, Superman has a wider power set. Thragg has one job: win with brute force. Superman has tools for every situation. Now to weaknesses. Thragg's biggest weakness isn't kryptonite or magic, it's the sun. In the final battle, Mark lured Thragg close to the sun to weaken him, because the radiation interferes with Viltrumite physiology. It made him vulnerable. In that weakened state, Invincible was finally able to defeat him. So Thragg is vulnerable to intense solar radiation. Superman's known weaknesses are kryptonite, magic, and red sun radiation. But unless Thragg has knowledge of any of these, or access to red sun technology, it's irrelevant. And the irony is, the yellow sun is what makes Superman stronger, while it weakens Thragg. So who wins this battle? The answer is simple. While Thragg is brutal, intelligent, and nearly unstoppable in his own universe, Superman is operating on a whole different level. He's faster, stronger, more versatile, and powered by the very thing that weakens Thragg, the sun. He's not just the man of steel, he's the symbol of hope, the protector of Earth, and sometimes, the entire multiverse. Let me know in the comments, who do you think wins this ultimate showdown? And if you liked this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and vote in the next poll. Until then, stay super.
Please subscribe and feel free to comment below if you have any questions about the comics.